Sora, Donald, Goofy, when'd you get here?
Hey, Herc.
Howdy there. You on another adventure?
Yeah, tracking
I also love that
friends, wiping out some
canonically
heartless.
the Sora
Junior
beat all the
heroes
tournaments
always busy.
in Olympus Coliseum from the first game.
Even if you suck ass at it.
Yeah, canonically that all happened. Yeah, it's a plot point that being in the underworld, if you're still alive, makes you weaker. And you can tell that because in the game, it'll lock up your drive gauge.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Because you're under the underworld's curse.
Yeah, fair, I guess.
It's an interesting little change of pace. And a good in-story reason for it, too.
Yeah. That's probably one of the least bullshit reasons for some kind of weird thing in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. It's at least plausible.
Hell yeah, Danny DeVito.
Hey, champ. How you feeling? Better rest up for tomorrow's match.
For a second there, it looked like the
Nobody's
fucking
gonna
pots were in
pass you
a
one
fucking
out
little
hero.
mini pool of water
Ready?
in that one shot.
Remember what I told you. Victory in the game comes down to two simple words.
Uh-huh.
Eat, bathe, sleep.
Is the two words thing in the original movie?
Yes. That's a joke from the film.
That recurring joke?
Yeah.
Hey, if
Phil
it ain't
can't
the
count.
two
It's a
recurring joke.
heroes,
Looking good,
I
Bill.
figured.
never better.
I just had to
How
be
you
sure.
guys been?
Yeah. I want to say at the very end of the film, he makes a joke about the Hydra's number of heads.
Just two of them, right?
I can't remember.
Ain't got what it takes.
Something like that.
So, what's up?
Oh, speaking of Hydra, that's one of the most infamous bosses in the game. And not for the reasons you think it would be.
Just gonna load up my copy of Dragon's Dogma and we'll have a side-by-side Hydra fight.
Are you familiar with the phrase, get up on the Hydra's back?
No?
Because, if not, you'll hear Danny DeVito say that a lot in that boss fight.
Oh, good.
The way to win is to get up on the Hydra's back.
Okay. Thanks, Hercules. Just walk out. Don't say anything.
Yeah, like, even... I like the Olympus Coliseum story, it's kind of boring to me. So there's not much going on, Hercules is a hero, blah 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 blah. Sora and Co. help him, blah 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 blah. I give it points for being original compared to the other world plots, but it's still kind of just bland.
What's wrong, your hero-ness? Feeling under the weather? You know, I thought staying in perfect shape was part of the hero job description. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, right.
He's still on that because for some reason that's going to happen at some
I
point.
came to share a bit of mildly interesting news. Seems your dear
I like how he's
Sora's
trying
an
to
idiot,
sneak
and
up
we'll
on
get used to
Hades.
went and got herself lost.
He's like, I'm
in the
gonna clobber her
underworld.
back of head.
You mean you kidnapped her?
Well, maybe. But why get caught up in the details?
Pegasus.
Isn't it convenient that we have a whole hero squad here to help you out?
You can't leave now. Okay, you've got a very important match today against, the bloodthirsty Hydra. I mean, if you don't stick around, who knows what kind of accidents might happen.
After all, look at that crowd.
Yeah.
accidents You caused.
I'm just
Like I said,
boiling.
details. Who needs them?
You're just a coward.
Ah, well, can't all
True.
be heroes.
The fact that there is a crowd here will be important later on. That's why I'm pointing it out.
Junior heroes, Donald.
You take care of the Hydra.
Wait, why don't we
We'll
take
handle
care of the
rest.
Hydra?
I'm counting on you.
That's a very good question.
You gotta find Meg.
It's Okay.
I mean, we will.
Yeah.
He's the end boss for this half of the world story.
Because we're the protagonists, so of course we will.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, like there's a like just a portal to the underworld right outside the Coliseum.
Yeah, you know, man, just heroes die and they just short walk. Dressed in all black.
I don't want to think of like.
Oh no, they were
the
Cradle of
reasons
Filth
that would
fans.
be. I guess people want to have one last word with their deceased champion. We see, I guess in the old days when you wanted to get a post commentary on what happened in the fight, you had to actually ask the dead guy himself.
How did you feel when you got your arm chopped off?
Well, Phil, you know, at the time I was thinking, "Ah!" And, you know, after that, I felt pretty alright about it.
If you had a second chance to do that fight over again, what would you do?
Yes, Phil, good question, good question. I would decide probably not to get my arm chopped off, and then that would have not lost me the fight.
I see. Thank you, Derek. This is Darla Gratch reporting live from the underworld.
Darlick Phil Ratrick. Got our names down.
Correction, this is now Darla Gratch reporting dead from the underworld.
Thanks. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it.
Also, there was no crowd.
Yeah. Hear all those cheering fans?
Is this actually
all
the story?
none of them?
Is this actually the story of Hades being Hercules being schizophrenic now? He's just losing his mind.
No. I might as well talk about it since we're about to get to it soon. What's going to happen is that Hercules is going to come out to help us, and in actuality, that will leave the Hydra free to attack all the people in the crowd.
But there are no people in the crowd.
Exactly.
Sec. Roxas?
So yeah,
Excuse
he
me?
sees Roxas and Sora.
Roxas? Oh, it's no use.
Oh, right.
Of
Because
course
he's...
he does.
What are you
Well, I
talking
mean,
about?
I think we did establish before the organization members, like, could
Oh yeah, we did. We
sense
did in
nobody's...
Hollow Bastion.
To respond.
Yeah.
Use aggression to liberate his true disposition. Right.
Also, if I remember correctly, all the organization members have, like, the most, like, fucking J-rock, alternative, modern Japanese hairstyles.
Now that's
Yes, they do.
Like, they're not even fitting in, like, Kingdom Hearts, because they're not, like,
And
anime
he's only
hair.
important because he stole the Olympus Stone. He stole the Olympus Stone, which is why we need to beat him up to get it.
dance, water, dance.
Defeat 100 forms in 80 seconds. That's a lot of forms.
Yeah, you defeat the water spirits that he summoned.
Oh, I
His
remember
music.
this, yeah. Donald's got it.
You beat him once, and they turn him into a music note that you can use to swing around and beat a bunch of them at the same time.
It's all coming back to me.
Yep.
I wish it wouldn't.
But yeah, he's an organization member, and he's probably one of the least important ones.
Ooh, Roxas, come back to us.
Good speech.
Guy's a broken record.
He just happened to drop the Olympus Stone when he left.
Yeah. It's just like,
So now
oh,
they're no
whoopsie
longer under
daisy.
the underworld curse.
Well, I forgot my stone. Also, I guess it works on everyone within the vicinity.
Yeah, don't question it.
Let's go.
But don't worry, Donald's got it.
Hey, he's back. He's like, man, I dropped my stone. Can you, like, give me that to me real quick?
This is a Final Mix added scene.
Even better.
He's talking to you about the thing I told you about earlier, the absent silhouettes. The people from the Chain of Memories that you can just fight
But
as
why?
optional boss fights.
But why is he telling me that?
Because someone had to.
Couldn't just have a page fall out of the sky just explaining it. Like, I love how, like, he just says, like, it'll make you stronger, and I'm like, wouldn't that be bad for you?
Shut up, Sam. Don't ask any questions. Just go with it, because this, as far as I'm concerned, is non-canon. What that conversation just was.
I'd believe it. I would imagine most anything Final Mix is probably non-canon on either game.
So, this is a fun thing. This lock happens to seal the room that Meg's in, and the Underworld Stadium.
How convenient.
It's almost as if Hades planned for this to happen.
It's almost as if the Lord of the Underworld is kind of cunning.
Almost.
Almost there.
I wonder how, if you use that same lock to lock this room up, how anyone got into this room.
Gee, thanks for your help.
Because it was established that Hades himself couldn't open that lock. That's why I needed the Keyblade to do it.
Just don't ask questions. You don't have the answers to.
What's wrong? Can't fight in the underworld? Oh.
I love that Pete still thinks we're under the Underworld curse.
Better think again.
And he's like, oh man, wish I didn't say that.
Yeah, that's a problem that people have throughout the entire game, which I like it. It's a nice little touch.
What, that Pete is fucking stupid?
Yes, like I said, it provides a very nice comic relief.
Sure.
That is much needed in this game.
Donald's got it.
Yep. Yeah, you also got to make sure that Meg doesn't get knocked out in the fight.
She's doing a lot.
Even though she does her damnedest to get killed.
Yes, just walk her right in the line of fire instead of staying on the opposite end of the room.
I know. Like a smart woman. I mean, I guess it's Disney and their women are known to do that.
There's too many.
Good thing I didn't miss.
Great, now she can run away with her arms, too.
Good.
Sorry I'm late. Get Meg out of here. I'll meet you back at the Coliseum.
What about you?
I'm gonna show these guys what happens when they
'Cause
mess
we're
with a
just junior
true
heroes.
hero.
I love that they can actually make his bicep flex. So they just get away with enlarging the arm a little bit.
Now wait a sec.
Yeah. You know, games are hard, man.
Did you notice that?
A little bit.
Sora, I won't leave him.
He'll be okay.
I mean,
Look, even her
literally,
case
what the
is
fuck can you do?
He can't keep winning forever.
Then we'll go back him up.
Don't worry. The Coliseum is gone anyway, so it's fine. This is a case where you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
How do you mean?
Like, Herc could fight the Hydra, but then Sora and Co. would still be in trouble. Or he could do this, and then the Hydra destroys everybody. Hard choices, man.
I mean, like, were Sora and Co. really in trouble?
You got a point.
Like, we kind of kicked
They
Pete's
are
ass
the
before
they
he
do
showed
have
up.
plot armor. They are the protagonists of this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the problem with video games in general that, like, I think about every once in a while when playing games. Is that you can't account for player death in the story.
Yeah.
But I don't really expect
Heavy
Kingdom
Rain
Hearts.
tried that and failed.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate that it tried. I just wish it wasn't such a shit game.
Because 2 of the 4 characters couldn't die until the end of the game.
Yeah. Just make things worse.
The other 2 were meaningless.
This place gives me the creeps. I'll deal with you nitwits next time.
Oh,
Just thinking, do you not have the blue or yellow options yet? I think in the next world, do you
No,
get blue?
not yet. Blue is next. I forget. I think it's after you fight you go into Timeless River.
Yeah.
This time, Wonder Breath is going down for good.
So yeah, this is Hades gloating that, oh yeah, Herc, you failed to save the people who weren't in that Coliseum. At least do stick figures. At least. Like,
Yeah,
I can
just
appreciate
fucking, like,
you doing
magic
a low-res
marker.
crowd.
This can't be.
I understand, we're talking about the PS2 era here. But, like, you could put something there.
I wonder if that was the argument they were having, is like they could probably put like flat textured people, but then I wonder if at some point they're like, no, it would just look real bad.
Champ, you're safe.
I failed.
It's not your fault.
I left everyone unprotected. Hades was right.
Yeah, this is why I hated this plot, because this is the stupidest thing I've
Come
ever
on,
seen.
Champ. I didn't train you to think like
Because the
that.
crowd isn't there, or because of his attitude?
No, because
This
he
is no
feels
time to
washed
beat
out
yourself
because
up.
he lost one time.
I'm some hero.
I can't
The
remember.
one time.
I can't remember if that's also like part of the movie as well. It's been a while. I definitely know he holds
don't
himself
care
to a
if it
high
is or
standard
not.
in the movie. Also, I thought...
Because it's the most bullshit
Don't
thing.
suppose you got room for one more?
Look at that fucking fight stance.
All we need to do is hear Danny DeVito say, "Get up on the Hydra's back," and we'll have the full experience of this boss fight.
I mean, should I just call
That's
Danny?
what I remember most about this boss fight.
Do you want me to just like call Danny DeVito real quick?
No, no,
Just
that's
have him
fine.
say that. Danny, boy, need a favor.
I mean, if you want to call him, you should tell him to get Pikachu instead.
Danny, would you like to be Pikachu? I bet he probably would, given the choice. He'd probably be Detective Pikachu.
Do you know what he responded when asked about that?
What?
What the fuck's Pokemon?
That sounds about right. Doesn't mean I don't want him to do it.
So yeah, you get his health down, cut off a head, and then
grows
more grow
more.
in its place.
Yeah.
Because this is the Hydra fight, of course it would.
It could be kind of a boring Hydra fight if it didn't do the one thing Hydras are supposed to do.
I wonder what the origin of that anime pose of just wiping your thumb across your mouth to show your victory.
Let you down.
There's that. There's the finger under the nose thing. I've always wondered about that.
It's not
I'm
your
sure
fault.
TV shows might have a thing.
Hey, even a god would be exhausted.
She's right. Give yourself
So I
a
see
chance
it
to
almost exclusively in anime.
There won't be any games for a while anyway.
Don't worry about Wonder Boy here.
He's gonna fall into a depression
look
between the
after
next time he visited now.
Sora, Donald, Goofy, I owe you big time.
Hey, it's no big deal.
I
Just let
searched
us
for
know
one
if
anime
Hades or
trope and I
Heart
found
start
the
acting up.
found
take
different
care of
anime tropes.
Yeah, that's what heroes are for.
When did you three make Hero?
Let's save that for another time. We have to hit the road.
Okay, don't be strangers.
Gorge, I hope
He
you feel
won't.
better
Don't worry
soon,
about that.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well, take care, you guys. Stay a little longer next time. We got some serious training to catch up on.
Well, time to go. Oh, I almost forgot. The Olympus Stone.
I am trying to still figure this out.
The Olympus Stone is the key to open the new lanes. Ugh. It's just stock animation at this point. And I can't blame them for doing that, because if I was making this game, I'd use the same animation over and over again too.
Alright, well, my search turned dark real fast, so I'm just gonna avoid that.
About the wiping your nose thing, or?
Yeah, the index finger and the nose thing. It turned bad.
Okay.
I went to it in my anime list form and it got bad real fast.
Okay, that works.
And where is everyone else?
Beats me. They must have had some other matters to
This is
do.
Maleficent realizing that no other villain in all of her little kebab actually gave a shit about her.
As soon as she died, they were like, man, fucking, what a great day.
Let those fools play their little game.
But what about that runt with the Keyblade? He's been a real pain too.
Oh, has he? Very well then. I suppose you
still can't believe they brought her back.
Happened during my absence.
At some point, maybe I can believe it.